going to tell you about Hard Rock, and I'm going to tell you about technology and AI and things that we use AI for at Hard Rock. Most people think about Hard Rock as a cafe, right? If I asked you all, what do you think about when you think about Hard Rock? Most of you probably heard about Hard Rock, but most people think that Hard Rock is a cafe. And it's not wrong, because in 1971, when Hard Rock opened their first property, their first line of business, it was a cafe in London, England. It's a cafe that we still have, and today we have, 350 cafes or so all over the world. But Hard Rock is much more than just a world-famous cafe. And in order to help you guys understand the challenges, the complexity, and the opportunities and fun of delivering technology and AI for Hard Rock technology, all of our entities all over the world, I want to help you guys learn a little bit more about what is Hard Rock. So I'm going to play a little video for you. Are you guys able to dim the lights? Can you dim? There you go.
Hard Rock for having us. Thank you.
$500,000, $10,000 each to 50 charities of Tampa Bay.
We couldn't miss this opportunity to do that community outreach.
You're truly changing lives every single day. And we're truly grateful and thank you for your partnership.
All right, so that is Hard Rock. As you can see, Hard Rock is much more than just a world-famous cafe. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the multiple lines of businesses that Hard Rock has, so again, you guys can understand the complexity and challenges and fun for delivering AI and technology across all these lines of businesses. To start it, people go to Hard Rock to have fun, right? I've worked for a lot of other companies before. Marriott, I love Marriott. I'm a lifetime platinum. People go to Marriott's to sleep. Marriott has a lot of people that go there that are business travelers. People go to Hard Rocks to have fun, right? Our hotels, our casinos, our music. People go to Hard Rocks to have fun. We have over 300 locations all over the world. Physical and digital. I'll talk a little bit about some of the digital assets that we have. these are some of the major Hard Rock lines of businesses that we have. On the left-hand side, you can see that we're a gaming company. We have 13 casinos, including the Mirage that we bought a couple years ago in Las Vegas. We shut the doors. We're rebuilding a Hard Rock on the Strip in Las Vegas. We're going to build a guitar hotel like this one, like the one that we have here in the Florida area, on the Strip, bigger than the one that we have here. So we have 13 casinos, and it's a big part of our business. We have online digital, Hard Rock Digital, where we have a lot of online sports betting. We're live with sports betting in 8 states. We're the only legal sports betting in Florida. We have online casinos, real money gaming. We have hundreds of online games, social games, all kinds of online entities. It's a really interesting part of our business. Going over to the middle here, you can see that, yes, we are a hospitality company. A lot of you think about the hospitality aspect. We have about 50 hotels all over the world, and really they're resorts, like the one here in the Florida area, the Guitar Hotel, or Punta Cana, or Cabo. When you go to Hard Rock, you're staying, you're eating, you're sleeping, you're partying, and they're cool, fun places to go. On the right-hand side, you can see that we are also a retail company. And so we have all the systems required to support retail companies. We have 300 retail stores all over the world. We have online retail. And I bet none of you, other than the people that work at Hard Rock, none of you knew this, but Hard Rock has gas stations. Gas stations. You can go to Hard Rock, you can pump your gas, you can earn points while pumping your gas. You can use your points that you earned at the casino or earned at the cafe to pay for your gas. And guess what? VIPs love free gas. Who doesn't want free gas? On the bottom left-hand side, we're a food and beverage company at the Hard Rock Cafe, where it all started. We have hundreds of Hard Rock cafes all over the world. We are an entertainment company. You know, Hard Rock is synonymous with fun, with music, guitars. We have the Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Dolphins over here, so football, big name acts. So we're an entertainment company, and you can see some of our entertainment venues all over the world. And lastly, I'll point out that we're a museum. So we have memorabilia at all of our locations all over the world. So these are some of our lines of businesses, and it's very interesting to deliver technology for all these entities. All right, data. You can't talk about AI without talking about data. There's been a lot of discussions around data, so I'm not going to really belabor the point here. But I do want to talk a little bit about the complexities of having valid data, considering all of our lines of businesses. And so, as you can imagine, we have a different type of system, customer data, different pockets of customer data all over the world, considering that we have all these different lines of businesses. And the company was born out of franchises as well as acquiring companies. And when you acquire companies, you acquire new systems, you acquire new databases, you acquire new customers. And so as a result, we historically have had tons of fragmented technology, tons of fragmented pockets of customer data all over the world. And so I point out that we have lots of property management systems, lots of point-of-sale systems, lots of casino management platforms, lots of CRM systems, lots of websites, lots of mobile applications, lots. And so this makes for a really interesting challenge to bring together data. In order to deliver good AI, you need to have data. In order to deliver good personalization for your customers and deliver good experiences and ideas and offers for your customers, you need to know about them. You need to have consolidated, centralized data. Oz has helped us to bring together the world of Hard Rock, right? So we have tens of thousands of systems all over the world, and we've connected literally tens of thousands of systems that our customers interact with us through many different channels to bring together all that data and centralize it. Recently, we deployed Unity, which is our current loyalty program. You can join Unity, you can go earn points anywhere in the world, any of our entities, and then you can use them anywhere else in the world. Before Unity, we had 9 loyalty programs. We had all these pockets of customer data all over the world. A customer would go join the old loyalty program at the Hard Rock Cafe in Miami, and then go a couple miles north to the Hard Rock Guitar Hotel and say, hey, I have these points I just earned at the cafe. They say, oh, we don't know who you are, and you need to join a new loyalty program. So having nine loyalty programs, very fragmented experience to our customer. But we recently connected all these systems. Oz helped us to build the integrations. We have a very robust middleware integration platform where we connect thousands of systems all over the world. At just one casino, we might have 5,000 slot machines. Every one of those slot machines is connected to our centralized customer platform. When that customer pulls that hammer and pulls the slot machine, we instantly send data to our centralized system so that we know who's at that slot machine, what are they doing, how much are they spending, how much time are they spending at that slot machine, so that we can have visibility into what's important to that customer, so we can incent them and offer them offers, promotions, so that they can have a better time with our company. So again, we connected thousands and thousands of systems to bring together data from all over the world. All right, I'm going to talk very briefly about AI versus Gen AI. There's been a lot of conversation around this already. Murray took us through the whole life cycle, so I'm not going to need to belabor this. But I just point out that AI has been around for a long time, right? We all know that. Murray pointed out that it's been here since, I think he pointed out the 50s or 40s or something. The reason we are having a conference here today is not because AI has been around for a long time. It's because of generative AI, right? ChatGPT, when OpenAI came out, it started really hitting the scene. And so Gen AI is huge and just blowing up all over the place, in the public, at the companies. But AI has been around for a really long time. AI, I point out, has been around since the 1950s. Generative AI, I point out that has been around since 2018, and plus or minus a couple of years. Machine learning, I'm not going to talk about it all because Eric did an amazing job giving us an overview of what is machine learning, what is predictive modeling. But that's been around, I point out, since the 2000s. More forms of AI. Deep learning has been around since the 1950s. Natural language processing has been around since around 2018, which enables us to talk with technology in natural languages. Think of Siri, right? I mean, on your iPhone, you've been talking to your iPhone for a long time using Siri, natural language processing. Expert systems have been around for a long time. All right. I'm going to share with you a few examples of how AI is used in the hospitality and gaming industry, how we at Hard Rock use AI. There's lots and lots of different things that we're using AI for. I have, in my portfolio, I have at least 50 plus solutions that we have AI deployed across the globe for all of our customers. And there's easily another 25% on top of that that I'm unaware of because properties deploy AI capabilities themselves. So we do a lot of AI type of stuff. Call center, AI agents. So this is something that's really cool. When you think about the call centers, we have millions of people that are placing phone calls to our call centers, and each of those calls cost anywhere from $4 to $12. When you think about the millions of calls, that's a lot of money. In order to save money, we're deploying a virtual assistant, AI, right? An AI voice assistant that'll answer your call, book your reservation, and save the time so that you don't have to sit on hold waiting for a human being. I'm going to play a quick snippet of a real voice assistant that can answer a call and book a reservation for you. Can you please play this for maybe 10 seconds?
Hard Rock Hollywood, and thank you for being a Unity Rewards X Card member. This is Julie. Are you calling to book a reservation, or would you like to talk to our team about something else?
Hi, Julie. I need to make a reservation for this Saturday, please.
Got it. And how many nights would you like to stay?
2, please.
How many people?
For me and my wife.
All right. Give me 1 second as I see what's available. Okay, so I have a Deluxe King non-smoking room in the Oasis Tower or the Guitar Hotel. Which would you prefer?
The Oasis Tower, please.
All right, so that was an actual AI assistant. So Julie was a voice assistant. It wasn't a real human being. She's very responsive. She can answer questions well. If she can't answer your question, she'll transfer you to a real human being. But that's a way to save the customer's time from sitting on hold. It saves costs significantly. We drive down costs. So that's a huge, really cool AI use case. The next one, AI-assisted programming. This one's fun for me. I'm a technology geek. I've been in technology forever. probably not fun for business-focused people, but we use AI to help our developers. We use GitHub Copilot, and our developers use ChatGPT to write programs, to write test cases, to actually do unit testing, to do documentation, code documentation. When I used to be a programmer, I hated doing documentation. No programmer wants to do documentation. You know who doesn't mind doing documentation? ChatGPT. But it's a really cool use case to me. I asked one of my senior developers one time at a picnic, I said, so how's that ChatGPT working for you, that Copilot? And it was a kind of a junior developer, and he said he loved it. He said it's like having a senior architect sitting by my side 24/7. Right? I have senior architects, but I can't have them lined up with all my developers 24/7. And so AI-assisted programming is a real cool win for me. AI-assisted web search on the right-hand side there. This is pretty cool also. So we've got tons of websites all over the world. And we're deploying AI-assisted search. That's going to be different than your standard Google-type search. When you go to Google, you search for something. It gives you a bunch of links. You got to click the links and figure out which one's pertinent to me, where's the right information. It takes you some time to get to the right information. With AI-assisted web search, we're using basically a ChatGPT type of solution that crawls all of our websites, pulls in all of our data to a third-party LLM, trains the LLM, the AI, based on our data. We train and force it to respond to our guests only using our data. So we're going to eliminate some of the hallucinations where it's going to answer your questions based on Hilton or Marriott or Caesars and so on. So it's only going to answer questions based on Hard Rock data. It crawls, again, all of our websites. So hundreds or even thousands of pages, right? Every website has lots of pages. It crawls quickly, all of our websites. And this is all public-facing information, and it's all accurate information because we put it there. And so it crawls all our websites, takes this data, trains its model, and then it's basically a chatbot. It's a chatbot on our websites, and then you can ask it a question. It'll instantly give you the right answer every time, as opposed to giving you a bunch of links that you have to go click and try to peck around and find out the answer to your questions. So this is really cool. It gives our customers answers, questions that are pertinent to the Hard Rock. A couple more examples of things that the hospitality industry and/or we are doing in the industry. VIP virtual host is a really cool solution. So we built this VIP platform to service our most important customers. We have millions of customers. There's some of them that spend a lot of time with us, spend a lot of money with us. They're our VIPs. And our customers that spend a lot of time with us might get an actual human being that is their VIP host. But not everybody can get a human being. That wouldn't be scalable. And so we built a solution for the next level of devoted, important customers that don't quite qualify for a human being virtual host, a human being VIP host. They qualify for a virtual host. And so we give them a virtual host that they can interact with, they can text message with. Think of it as kind of a chat bot on steroids. And this virtual host does very similar activities to what a human being host will do. And so the virtual host will have information. I'll tell you a little bit more about it in a little bit, but it'll have information about the customers. It'll send communications and text messages to those very important customers. It'll give them offers to come, incent them to come join us in different locations. And then those customers can interact and ask the virtual host questions at any time, 24/7. So it's a real cool, again, think of it as kind of a chatbot on steroids. The technology behind a virtual platform includes Salesforce, Sales Cloud, Data Cloud, Einstein, which is facilitating some of our AI. The next one here, Roadie Chatbot. If you go to the Hollywood Hotel here in Fort Lauderdale, you can access a virtual assistant for that hotel. Use a QR code at the front desk or in your room, and you can bring up a virtual assistant on your text message app. And you can ask for room service, you can get room maintenance, you can get dining and spa recommendations to help you to book reservations, and it's using natural language processing. So, it's a chatbot, but it's using AI, and it's using our data to help service the customer and give them a better experience while they're with us. It'll save you the time from having to pick up the phone. It'll save you the time from having to go down to the front desk or go ask somebody. You know, this will be in your pocket. You can ask it questions anytime you're with us. Exec employee assistant, what I wanted to list here is really just all the other employees. So we have lots of people that are using AI for many different things. Of course, research, right? I mean, I use ChatGPT, I don't know, 5 times a day. You know, anytime one of my leaders brings something to me, they come to me with ideas, and they're like, and you know, I've got some really sharp people, and they have some great ideas. I frequently ask ChatGPT the thoughts on software, product selection, solutions, architecture, I mean, everything. And so I use that to kind of bounce off, get ideas that my team is bouncing off me. So research is used heavily for, product selection is used for, plans, emails, documentation, job descriptions. You know, personally, I haven't programmed for ages, right? I used to program. I started my career as a programmer. But when we started using Copilot and ChatGPT, I wrote a Python program. You know, this is like 6 months ago. I wrote a Python program that was actually an operational working program. I haven't programmed for years. But you know, this technology is enabling us to do it. So a lot of our employees are using you know, AI for day-to-day activities. It's really becoming a regular day-to-day tool that's enabling our workforce to be more efficient. You can see that we're driving revenue significantly with a lot of these things that are customer-facing, but there's also things that we're doing back of house within the company that are enabling us to be more efficient, drive down costs, and so on. Is there a question over there?
Just real quick,
of course.
The VIP virtual host, if that provides a higher level of service, why do you differentiate for that group? Why couldn't you just scale that across? I mean, is it a scale issue? Are there services that are accessible to the VIP that aren't otherwise accessible? I'm trying to understand just from the end user's perspective what they get that you couldn't give to everybody else because it is virtual.
Yeah, great question. So when you think about the tiers of customers, I mean, there's so many different audiences of customers and different types of customers. But our VIP customers that qualify for a human being, they have a certain amount of participation with us, and they qualify for certain types of activities, offers, entertainment, and things like this. And so they get a human host. The people that get the virtual host are the next tier, but they're not quite qualified. They don't qualify for the human being, but they qualify for a lot of offers and incentives and reinvestment into them that the general population does not. And so there is a cost associated with the VIP virtual host. And then the VIP virtual host is very familiar with offering incentives and offers that are above and beyond what your general population qualifies for. All right, the Hard Rock VIP virtual host VIP experience. This is more than the virtual host. Today, I'm going to take you a day in the life of a VIP. Right? I would never qualify as a VIP. I'm not a gambler. I don't gamble much. But I'm going to take you through a day in the life of a VIP today. I'm going to use a persona, Mary VIP, and I'm going to share how AI helps our customers have a much better experience throughout our enterprise. So Mary VIP, she loves Latin music, she loves Carol G, she loves Kuro, which is a Japanese restaurant at lots of our properties, including the Guitar, one of my favorite restaurants in the world. She loves Hard Rock Hollywood, she lives in Naples. Using AI, player development team, or your VIP host, has all this information about Mary to understand what's important to her. So we have AI, which is Salesforce, customer data platform, using Einstein to go through, come up with audiences of people that are interested in Latin music, Carol G. Mary pops up, also using AI to figure out that Mary is a very high worth customer, and she qualifies for much more than just tickets to Carol G's show. It figures out that she's going to qualify for a dinner for two, for a stay at the Hollywood Hotel in Hard Rock, the Hollywood Hotel. And then the VIP host gets all this information and can call Mary. Also, the virtual host that I was just describing gets all this information. This is on Einstein. And then gets these offers that are affiliated now with Mary's profile and can text message Mary and say, hey, Mary, we've got front row tickets to the Carol G show at the Hard Rock Stadium, dinner for two at Kuro, 2-night stay at the Hollywood Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. And because Mary, you live in Naples. We know you don't like to drive long distance. We're going to send the Hard Rock helicopter to come pick you up and fly you in for this excursion. I mean, this is what VIPs get. You know, we have helicopters we send in to pick people up. This is a real VIP experience. And this entire experience is facilitated with AI. So just a really cool capability. I see that I'm getting the hook over here. So I'm gonna go quick. I would only dream. I could only dream. All right, I'm not going to go through I'm going to go through these real quick. So I listed top five AI use cases in the hospitality industry. These are my top five. I've been in the hospitality industry for a long time. These are really important. Number one, it was talked about a little bit here, but targeting marketing using AI to come up with audiences for personalized offers and promotions, personalized experiences. You could use, such as we might use in Salesforce Marketing Cloud, Salesforce Customer Data Platform, Einstein, to go into your tons and tons of data. It all starts with the data. You got to have good, valid data to figure out which customers are interested in what. The Carol G scenario is one example. To come up with lists of customers that are interested in stuff. You send them promotions, and this really is the game changer for the hospitality industry, right? Using AI, coming up with audiences and sending promotions has been done forever, right? It was done manually for a really long time. But using AI to do this more accurately, way more quickly, and then using Gen AI to send out emails, send out text messages, send out push notifications, it's really a game changer. It's a huge use case. Personalized customer personalization. There was some discussion around personalization, but understanding what's important to the customer, delivering personalized experiences across our various websites, across our online games, across our in-person games. When you're sitting at the slot machine, you know, if you can get a personalized offer for a drink or whatever it is. Personalization, using AI again to understand what's important to your customers and extending those offers to your customers is critical. Predictive analytics, Eric talked about this, but churn prediction is critical for companies like ours, figuring out who's going to leave you as a customer and go to your competitor. You know, using AI to go through the machine learning, to scrub through all the data and figure out, are you in a cycle where you're going to stop being a customer of ours because you stopped playing with us for so long, and there's these different factors that it looks at, and then using Gen AI to actually send you offers, come up with a plan, send you offers to incent you to remain a customer for us. Dynamic pricing optimization, I'll skip over that even though that's huge. Security and fraud detection. I don't talk about our cyber posture anywhere in public, but there's different things that are very commonplace. You walk into our casino, the cameras will catch you, they'll look at, and it'll use facial recognition and AI to determine whether or not you're a banned customer or you're on a watch list or you're wanted. And if you are, security will be making a visit to you. But this is a very common capability. There's also technologies that we use online to identify anomalies in gambling to determine if there seems to be some sort of fraudulent activity going on. All right, Hard Rock position on AI. I'm not going to go into it all other than saying we embrace it. And when people or employees are concerned about AI taking their jobs, I tell them there's nothing to be concerned about. I'm not laying people off and letting a bot do their job. I'm enabling our teams to do way more interesting and way more advanced things, right? So they don't have to do documentation necessarily. They can instead learn Python and learn more advanced capabilities. So we're using AI to deliver amazing customer experiences, drive revenue, drive down costs, and enable our employees to enjoy their work, enjoy working with us much more than they might have otherwise. That's it.
All right, I think we have time for maybe one or two questions because it's those questions are stopping you from getting lunch. So any
Just one simple question. It looks like you have multiple platforms of AI. Do they work together in any of those functions, or are they all siloed?
That's really interesting because we probably have 50 solutions, different technologies, different platforms that use AI. every new technology that we and pretty much everyone else deploys now moving forward is going to have an AI component, right? There's nothing anymore that's being sold that doesn't have some feature of AI. So all these platforms have AI. Do they talk together? Lots of times they do, lots of times they don't. Having that central data store is critical, right? Having a good data platform, data architecture, data lake that has all the data that your company needs, that's important to your customers, that's products, that's important to your company, is critical. And so if you can integrate these various platforms with your data, frequently that's going to be a significant value. So sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
All right. Andre will be back a little bit later when we have our final panel with Elvis, where we're going to be talking more about the softer side of things. And then we do, again, have that Q&A time set up at the end of the day to ask questions of any of the speakers. So, Andre, thank you so much. That was wonderful.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.